Hi and welcome to White Wolf Yoga. In this class we look at increasing flexibility and releasing tension around our hips. If we can create harmony within the hips, that helps us to find harmony through the entire body and mind. When you're ready, we'll begin. Okay, so optional prop for today's session is a bolster. If you don't have a bolster at home, you could use a cushion off the couch or a rolled up blanket. If you've got none of those things around you, don't worry, you can do this class just as well without. So we're going to start in Cobbler's pose position. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe take the feet a little bit further forward than you're used to, just so that we can ease in gently into our hips today. We've got the soles together. We want to find a grounding through the hips into the mat and a real lengthening of the spine up towards the ceiling. So I've got here holding onto the ankles. You can hold onto the feet wherever feels more natural, but can we just gently bring the elbows into the inner thighs so that we feel a little bit of pressure here. On an inhale, lift through the crown, and as you exhale, can you just use the elbows to gently draw the knees a little bit closer down towards the mat, and hold here. Close the eyes, and just take a couple of moments here at the start of our practice to find the breath. Inhale slowly and gently, in through the nose, into the belly, and out of the belly and out of the nose. So just establishing a rhythm of deep breath. And that's going to really help us find more openness, more flexibility in and around the hips. Okay, and then take an inhale, lift. And this time as you exhale, can you drop into a cobbler's fold? So taking the hands either around the feet or slightly in front of the body, dropping the chin towards the chest and taking the head down towards the toes. And breathe here. Maintain that nice, slow, deep style of breath. The breath flowing in and out of the nose, cleansing and purifying the air as it enters the body, and moving the belly in and out. And this nice deep abdominal breathing is going to move our central nervous system into rest and relaxation mode. So it will really help all our muscles to soften. And with that softness, we can work more deeply with our openness and our mobility. So our hips are notorious for storing a lot of tension, tightness, and negativity. Let's take one big breath here in Cobbler's pose as we start and see if we can release some of that tension. So when you're ready, inhale deeply in through the nose, feel the body expand with the breath. And as you exhale, deep release. Okay, nice and softly, bring the hands back up towards the feet. Really lengthen the spine. We'll place the soles of the feet on the floor, the hands by the hips, and then we'll just windscreen wipe with the knees. So we could drop knees right, head left, and we go knees left, head right, and then just do that once more on each side, just to reset the spine before we come up and onto all fours, finding tabletop position. Just to further relax the spine, we'll go for cow and cat. Inhale, lift up, open into cow, and exhale. Press back into cat. Inhale to find a neutral spine position. Look forward. Take a breath here and pick up the right leg into tiger pose. Nothing too deep here. We'll just mobilize the ankle, give it a twirl a couple of times, one way and then the other. We're going to gaze to the outside of the right hand, taking an inhale. And as you exhale, can you bring that right foot and place it down on the outside of the right hand? Knee of the right leg, stacked over the right ankle. Left toes tuck under. We're going to walk the left leg back and away from the body until we feel a stretch in the hip flexor and the quad of that left leg. When we feel it, toes release back into the mat. And can you really feel the sensation of that left hip melting down towards the ground? Drop the chin towards the chest. Feel the body relax. Hold in here, so we're just softening into this. If you've got your bolster handy, you can bring it down on the inside of that right foot. We're going to fall a little bit deeper maybe here, Options, stay on the hands. Come down onto your bolster with the forearms, or if you've got the openness, bring the forearms all the way down to the mat. If you're quite tight and you've got no props handy, just stay up on the palms like this, and the hands will give you the support that you need. So finding your variation of lizard, whatever's feeling right for you today. Drop in and breathe here. Feel yourself melting deeper and deeper into the mat. Maybe if the forearms are on the floor, you can send them forward so you just inch a little deeper into this. Keep the breath flowing softly. Option. Take the left arm, cross the body, roll onto the right side of the foot, and use the right hand to just open that hip a little, so you're drawing the heart over to the right side. Hang and breathe here. If that's not feeling good, this option, stay with the first one. Hang on for 3, 2, and 1. Back to the middle. Okay, option here. This is a deep one, so take this softly. Try first of all bending the heel of that left foot in towards, bringing the heel, bending the knee, bringing the heel in towards the hip on that left leg. And then can you scoot the right hand around and see if you can find that leg, that foot behind the body. And then use the hand to draw the heel in towards the hip. So get more into the hip flexor and quad on that left side. Keep lifting the heart, holding for 3. Holding 2, you can cushion the knee as well if it needs. And 1, release, take it back. So the left leg's coming back where it was, but the toes are tucked. We'll push into the hands, lift the left knee up, and send the right leg into down dog. And we're just using down dog to release. Stretch it out. Walk in the dog. And then we'll come back into tabletop. Left leg lifts, inhale, tiger, twirl the ankle out a couple of times, both ways. Gaze into outside left hand, inhale, lift, exhale, left foot steps across. Find that foot in position, right toes tuck, and the right leg will walk back until you start to feel the stretch. So you don't want to walk that leg into your, already in your deepest lizard, so feel like you're just easing into it. So once you start to feel a bit of a stretch, hold it there. Back toes flat if you can. Hands on the mat. Drop the chin towards the chest. And feel everything melting down towards the floor. Relax and breathe. If you want to go deeper, take your forearms to your prop or down to the floor. Otherwise, keep the hands where they were on the mat. Relax and breathe. Letting yourself go. Maintain that depth of breath. In and out through the nose. In and out through the belly. Tension, tightness, negativity. Leaving the hips with each and every out breath. Could maybe reach the arms a little bit further forward if you want to go deeper. As we take our last few breaths here. And when you're ready, we'll bring the hands back. And we'll cross the right arm over the body. We'll bring the left hand on the inside of the left thigh. Rolling the weight onto the outside edge of that left foot. And open the heart. So a little bit of a twist. Hold and breathe. Pushing into that right arm. Take 3. Opening for 2. And 1. Back onto the palms. Lift up. Okay, so if you want to go for that deeper option here, we'll bend the right leg. Right hand stays on the floor. Send the left hand back towards the foot. For 3, 2, 1, release. Hands down, right toes are tucked, right knee lifts up, left leg steps back into down dog, pedal it out, walking the dog here, and then drop back into tabletop. So from tabletop position, we're going to slide the right knee forward behind the right thumb and walk the left leg back towards pigeon. If you need to support the hip, you can place a bolster here. And any pain or discomfort in the front knee, try flexing the toes, see if that takes the pressure off. If it doesn't, it might be better if you sit this one out, just so that you're not putting any undue pressure on sensitive joints. Okay, so that we're feeling nice and square through the hips and through the chest, we'll place the hands either side of the front knee. Inhale, lift, open through the heart, deep breath in, and then as you exhale, draw the head forward, and then relax the belly and the chest down over the thigh. Hands, you can keep them at the side of the knee, you can bring the hands onto opposite elbows, or you can stretch the arms out in front of the body, whatever feels best. And then just let yourself go here, relaxing through the hips. Keep that breath flowing slowly and deeply. Feel the hips relax more and more. Maybe you could reach the arms a little further forward to deepen. And exhale, drop down towards the earth. Hanging in here for another 5 breaths. Tuning into the rhythm of your own breath and letting that guide you through the pose. When you're ready, after your 5th breath, we'll walk the hands back up by the knees, lift to the heart, press through the hands, slide the right leg all the way through, and just drop it over to the side. Maybe bend and straighten that leg a couple of times if it feels it needs it. Come back into tabletop. Left side, we're going to slide the left knee forward behind the thumb. Walk the right leg back away from the body, toes flat. Support if you need with your bolster. Hands frame the left knee. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, draw the head forward and relax down. Hand position at the knees, on the elbows, or outstretched. And just really allowing that awareness to draw within here. Not only focusing on the breath, but also on how the body feels. Taking a scan from head to toe and seeing if you can find any extra softness in the body. Let remaining tension release through the breath. Five more breaths here in your own time. Feel yourself softening more and more into the pose. And after your 5th breath, slowly draw the hands back up by the knee. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, press through the hands. Take the left leg back. Inhale and exhale to the side. If you need to, release that leg. Twirl the ankle, and when you're ready, bring the knee back down onto the floor. Okay, so we're going to come into our almost final position for today. We're going to take frog pose. So a couple of little pointers on alignment in this one. I've changed to the side, so I've gone from here, from facing this way to this way, and that's so that my knees don't go wider than the mat, so that I've got the support underneath the knees throughout the whole of the pose, so you might want to shift position. Make sure, and this is important, that the knees and the ankles stay in a straight line throughout the pose, so it doesn't look like this you don't look like that. So straight line from knee to ankle, and keep the toes pulled in towards the shins throughout the position. So that's our pointers for alignment, and that just keeps our knees nice and safe. Start with the hands on the floor, just in front of the body, and notice the sensation you feel in the hips when you shift the bum back towards the heels. She'll feel deeper. And then when you come forward, it eases off a little bit. So just play around with that movement to the hips until you find the level of the pose that's feeling about right for you today. Once you're there, if you want to go deeper, come down onto the forearms, so you take that arms down to the mat. Remember, hips pushing back deepens, bring them forward, eases off. Those who want more still, you can outstretch the arms in front of the body. Keep flexing the toes. And take 5 counts of breath here, in your own time, at your own pace. Each exhale, feel the hips release more and more. And almost there, another couple of breaths. And when you're ready, walk the hands back up to starting position. Bring the knees back behind the wrists, and then we're going to switch our position from all fours to laying on our back. Nice and slowly roll onto the spine, give the knees a squeeze in towards the body, and we're going to finish with a twist. Right leg flat, left knee stays in towards the body, right hand on the outside of the left leg, left arm out to the side, inhale, and exhale the left knee to the right. Keep that left shoulder rooted into the mat and turn the head towards the left thumb. Inhale back to center, switch legs. Right knee in, left leg flat, right arm out to the side, inhale and exhale into your twist. Using the left hand to guide the right knee towards the floor. And really trying to feel that right shoulder release into the mat. Inhale all the way back to center, give your knees a squeeze, and then take the feet flat on the floor. Drop the knees out to the side into our cobblers where we started. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. We're going to finish with 3 big releasing breaths. So just closing your eyes, taking a scan of the body, and noticing if you're still holding on to any tension or tightness anywhere. Focus in on those areas. Take an inhale, breathe into them. And as you exhale, big out breath. Feel that tension release. Let's go 2 more. Breathe in as deep as you can. Let it go. 1 more breath. Breathing in deeply and fully. And let it all go.